Hello guys, welcome, and today I'm going to show you how you're able to make a simple coaster in whimsical building. So firstly, what you want to do is you want to make the rails itself. You need to trust the process for this, but what you need to do is make it a little bit high so it doesn't actually clip into the ground accidentally. You need to make a starting up bit because of the gravity. Like this. Just trust the process. I know it's one rail right now, but we can fix that later. So what we need to do is we need to get the 0.25 and make it small next to this so you're able to select it like this. Then you need to go to the y-axis while clicking on this. Don't click on any of those because these are the wrong directions. You need to click on this. And we need to make the angle either 1 or -1 depending on where you want to go. So like for example, if I put like 3 or 5, as you see it's actually going further. But if I do like -1, -3, -5, it does the same exact thing but on a different scale. So what we're going to do is that for simplification, we aren't going to go into different stuff because of the fact that basically we don't want it to get stuck and we want the cart to get through. So what we're going to do is that we're going to make a right angle. So to do that, we need to do some 20s and 10s. Okay, four 20s and 1 10, or just 9 10s altogether to make a 90-degree. Because we need 90 of these blocks. Because as you see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. all the way to 90. So now what we have here is this bit. If you want to experiment, then you sure can do that. But just saying, whimsical building has limitations. So I'm not guaranteeing you any success. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of dipping. So make sure that the principle of this is basically how many clicks you go down. Like, basically how many clicks you go down, you have to do twice that many clicks going up to actually get up again. So kind of like this. So we need to do -1 again. Just like this. And if I've got this correctly, we should be on the same height as you see we are, just because of my principle. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to go onto our y-axis right now, and we're going to turn 90 degrees. Make sure if you want. And just so it's a full circuit, I'll make sure about the fact how this right here will be turned right here. So we need it to turn right where it needs to be, so it completes a full circuit. So what we're going to do is that on this side, I'm just going to do that. And on this side, we're going to do the same thing. So what we're going to do is that we're going to do 1 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now what we need to do is just, boom, complete circuit. So obviously we're missing another rail, so we can do that. And if you want to, you're able to actually add non-collidable like decorations, like for example like tracks and like supports, but because this isn't a physics video we don't need that. So we're going to make it 6 studs in diameter, just like said. So we finally need to make the cart. I'm going to make a pretty simple cart. So what I'm going to do is that because this drop is pretty small, we actually want the cart to be small just because of physics and engineering. So what we need to do is, if you want to, you can make it black like I did, just to make it look nice. Because design and technology is all about it, but at the same time you also want it to look nice and appealing. Unless you just want it to work, that's just fine. But for me, I just like making my stuff look good. So what we're going to do is that we're going to get the hinges on, just like said. And after that, we just need to get the normal block. We need to change the increment to 0.5, just because we need it in the middle, so the hinge actually connects. And just in case, we're going to do what's called a surface weld. So what you need to do is we need to hold the point where you want surface weld and just drag it on like said. And we need to do that on all 4 corners. So number 1, number 2, number 3. Oops, that's a silly mistake. Don't worry. And finally we get number 4. Almost there. We need to perfect. So now what we're going to do is, before we do it, we need to make our precautions and the vehicle itself. So we need to get a vehicle seat and we need to sit on it just in case it's in the wrong direction. You don't want it to face in the wrong direction. So we need to change some settings so it's not actually like bouncy. We're going to change the torque all the way to 2. Basically what torque is kind of like a mini motor, which will make it more bouncier and grippier. But we don't want it to grip as much because we already have the precautions. So for the precautions, all we need to do is that we need to make 4 hooks. These hooks are actually designed to make it that if you go too far to the left or right, the hook will just grab it onto. So you don't have to worry about it. So 0.25, we're going to make the hooks pretty close, just because of the fact we don't want it to go off or just spin off. That wouldn't be good. So we've got that bit. We need another bit right here. And then we need to turn these two 360 degrees. And then we need to get this in the same position. So now what we need to do is select all of these, group it for convenience, select all of these, group for convenience so you don't have to do everything, and it should work right here. So as I said, it's a pretty simple coaster, so it'll have a few bugs, but if you want to make an advanced one then that's okay. So this is pretty buggy, but yeah, it actually works, which is all is the purpose for. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you later. Bye.